Before we leave it, of course, we've got to do our bank it or shank it segment. Always have fun with this every single week. And basically what we'll do is we'll pose a quick question. Last week we did this with Rick Shields and we had some fun answers out of it. And we're just going to quickly say whether we bank it or shank it.
And before we do that, Zach, did any come in from the Golficity Clubhouse? Do you know? We put that out there. And guys, if you're not in the Clubhouse, go to golficity.com/clubhouse. It's a private forum that we have going with, a handful, like 20, 25 guys in there and girls. Yeah. And we're chatting golf, all things game improvement, PGA Tour, and just golf.
Think of it as a big fun group text where you're
everyone
just,
great.
Chatting with, chatting golf all week. And that's always fun.
Super cool.
Pete McCann said, bank it or shank it. We'll see a repeat winner at the Masters this year.
All right, so let's just jump out with that one. We'll jump out with Pete's.
A repeat winner. I'd say I want to lean towards bank it because I feel like Masters is a place, and Augusta specifically is a place I think I look at like Bubba Watson, right? Where there are guys who are just, Augusta just fits their game. They're Augusta specialists, and they win there multiple times.
Yeah.
So I think there's a couple guys in the field who can make it happen. However, what's in their way, and in last week's Bank It or Shank It, Rick Shields went so far as to predict that Rory wins this year.
Yeah, that's right. He says this year it's Rory's.
This year it's Rory's. So you got guys like that in the field. So it's going to be a tough one, but I bank it that there's a good chance that there's a repeat winner.
A repeat winner. I always like the chances of a repeat winner. However, there's one guy who's always knocking on the door, Louis Oosthuizen. This could be his year. We'll see.
I'd like to see Louis win it.
He's always in the mix. All right, we kind of alluded to this before, but Bryson leaves the PGA Tour.
I'm going to say shank it.
I'm going to shank that too.
I think he'd have to walk back too much because he's come out and said it was all rumors. He's not leaving the PGA Tour. Yeah. I think he's the biggest draw on the PGA Tour right now. Mm-hmm. He's got the most eyeballs on him.
And he's got more to accomplish there too.
And he wants to start winning some majors.
Big time. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm shanking that as well.
I'm banking it.
Bank it.
I'm banking it.
You think he's leaving?
I think when his YouTube channel really gets bigger and he wants to start showing some content from the events and stuff, and the PGA Tour is not going to be working with him, I do think that he'll jump off and go over to a different tour. And also, they're going to just bring the bag to him eventually. Eventually, there's going to be a number where these guys are like, I can't say no to $500 million.
Well, it's a bold bank, but they start waving $100 million in your face to come play, and you're like, it's tough to say no to.
Right. Find me the quickest Saudi realtor.
And no pressure too.
But guys like him, they thrive on competition too. There is pressure still. They still want to win, but
he could be Scrooge McDuck swimming in the gold coins.
It doesn't matter. You still want to you want to be the Tiger Woods of that tour. With that $100 million in the bank. You want to be the man. You're already the man because they paid you that much to be there.
Nobody gets this level without being hyper competitive. That's for sure.
Right. You want to win too.
All right. Bank it or shank it. More stadium holes like we saw at 16 at Waste Management in golf.
Bank.
Yeah.
Bank it.
Bank the heck out of it.
Bring a party to one hole at a lot of different places.
The season is so long. I would love to see anywhere from 3 to 4 Waste Management style events on tour. Almost like the world's biggest rock band going on tour. Yeah. You got to bring it to a couple cities.
You do.
We don't all have to fly out to from over here to Arizona just to be part of this.
Right.
And what's kind of funny? The amount of people that we've met from overseas, Europe, right? Mm-hmm. Going and traveling over there. So many of them, their number one thing on their list is to come to America and go to an American event is the Waste Management. Because they're just saying there's nothing like it in
That's true.
In the European tours. Mm. I think there should be one. There should be a style event like that in Europe.
Yep.
And then we should have a style event like that maybe somewhere here on the East Coast, the West Coast. Just put it in there. I think that you can build. If you build it, they will come. And if you have something that size, I think you'll fill those seats at other events.
Definitely. And we should start with all of the playoff events, including the Tour Championship. There should be a stadium.
You know where I want to see it? Liberty National.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect spot for it, where you can, the way that layout is with, you've got the New York skyline there, and we've been there, we've seen it. There's a couple of those par threes.
Hole 2 is a par 3 with Lady Liberty in the background.
You could build a stadium around that.
Sick.
And you've got the draw. New York City's right there. The population is enough people to support it. I think you do it.
You bring that rowdy crowd from Hoboken up.
Yeah. I like what you guys were saying. Maybe not too many more events where it's super rowdy like Waste Management, because then I think it just gets cheesy and over the top. But if you could get 3 or 4 events like Waste Management and then 5, 10, 15 other events throughout the year that have one stadium hole. Like, I'm not saying people need to be throwing beer cans on the green every time, but it just promotes a more entertaining atmosphere for the people that are there and the people that are watching on TV.
I think no matter what, you're going to see more stadium holes because attendance keeps creeping up, and it's going to have to be, it's just going to lend itself to more grandstands, and it's going to start to look more and more like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
True.
All right, bank it or shank it. Tiger plays in the Masters this week. Now, we're recording this on Tuesday. He could say something this week. We don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe he makes an announcement, but as of right now, we don't know. What are your thoughts?
So before the press conference, I'm going to say bank it. Mm-hmm. I think you got it. You got to think that's the one he's eyeing. He's not going to want to miss that one. We saw him play.
Yep.
He's able to swing a club. He's able to compete. I know it's the PNC Championship, but that was 4 or 5 months ago.
Yep.
Or 4 or 5 months from the Masters. I think he'll be fine.
I'm all in on a bank because of how he played at the PNC. Exactly. I mean, he kept up with the field. Granted, it was only 2 days, and we start to see some spots where you could see it was weighing on him. He had the cart, but I think he's had these. I think Tiger is daily working, physical therapy, everything like that. Yeah. He had 4 months from that November or so. I think he's been working on his stamina, stuff like that. He proved he could swing the club. He proved he had the swing speed. He could hit every club in the bag. Now it's just walking. And I think these are the types of things he puts all his energy into. He doesn't miss the Masters.
Yep.
I'm shanking it.
All right.
Yeah, I think there are too many question marks.
Here comes the hate mail for.
I'm not trying to hate or anything. I don't think.
Says the guy who probably won't get in.
I just think that I don't know. Too many question marks.
It's a fair statement. Yes,
and he, to me, I believe is a perfectionist, and he's not going to let himself go show a product of himself that is not at 100%.
So I get that, but I think on the same token, him basically saying, "Hey guys, I'm doing the best. I'm not at 100." I don't think he's going to be embarrassed by his play.
But I outright don't think that he's going to show up to a place as prestigious as Augusta if he's not ready to win.
I'm going to triple stamp your double stamp, and I'm going to rebank it on top of your shank. Because if he's there for Champions Dinner. And he's on grounds, and he's in Augusta that week. He's playing.
Yep. And not to mention, 100%. You know how many people are going to be in his ear, the PGA Tour. Let's think about ratings. It's a huge driver. They're going to be like, Tiger, you think you got it in you?
Yeah.
Could you play?
Masters Sunday
because they know the difference in ratings of Tiger teeing it up versus not. I know the Masters is going to pull ratings no matter what, but don't tell me you're not going to have more visibility, more watch time when you've got Tiger out there.
There was nothing more electric than that Tiger winning that in 2019. And I want to see that again.
That was
I want to see that again. All right, final one here. What do you think? This is a funny, more inside joke with the team here, but do you think Zach gets the Eisenhower suite at Innisbrook this week? What do you think? Zach, I'll let you do this one.
Bang, bang, bang.
And the funny backstory, we went to Pinehurst. The rooms got shuffled around or mixed up or something, and they didn't have a room available. They just put Zach in this Eisenhower suite, we called it, which was an epically large room.
I had like 4 rooms attached to my room.
And it was the running joke.
We walked down there to like get some footage from him off a camera, and all of a sudden he's like sitting in his sunroom. He had a separate like sunroom.
His golden slippers on.
He had someone like warming up a bath for him in his like master. But let's say, I'm going to tell you why I'm going to shank that, because I don't think Mike, who's our assistant to the traveling secretary, ever lets that happen again.
Yeah, we're going to double shank that, because I even said, if you don't have anywhere, just put him in the janitor's closet.
Because Mike, it's funny, Mike handles all the arrangements. He does all that hard work, and then he had the smallest room in Pinehurst.
Still got the ice cream sundae, though.
He still made the ice cream sundae happen, but I don't think Mike ever lets that one happen again. Nope. And he's starting the trip off. The first 1 day or 2 days we're in Airbnb. Mm-hmm. He's got Zach on the couch.
Yep. Sorry, man. It looks
He's
like
going to make you pay for that Eisenhower suite over and over and over.
And the owner of the Airbnb just wrote me back and said that there's extra pillows available. Extra blankets available in the closet for you.
Thank you. So kind.
At least you've got that going for you.
We love them. We're kidding.